You are listening to Vitruvian Man with Jesse and Josh.
Welcome back to Vitruvian Man, and as usual, I'm joined by Manila Josh.
What's up, my man?
Bro, I miss you. I haven't seen you in 3 weeks.
I know, it's been a long fucking time.
Sorry to both our listeners.
Yeah.
Just a little medical thing. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Bodies are stupid. Yeah, I went and visited my elderly friend in New Mexico, and I've decided I need to appreciate being able to get up out of bed and walk around.
Did you go see him recently, or was this a while ago?
Yeah, I just went and saw him a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
But really, just he can't get out of bed very easily and can't really walk around. It's like, okay, I take that for granted. I really do appreciate that. So.
I've been walking a lot, doing my power
Exercise.
walk in the morning, but I'm getting back into lifting weights.
Sweet.
For just those reasons, because, dude.
Yeah, my upper body's not good. My son and I have been doing push-ups lately.
Oh, yeah.
So I do daddy push-ups, like easy ones, but it's better than nothing.
Knee push-ups?
These I just I'm on the sink doing these.
Oh yeah,
kind of at an angle.
Angled, yeah.
Just a little. You can feel the burn, but it's not as like excruciating. Yeah. So I'll ramp up to the real thing.
Yeah.
So the other night I was telling you there's a open mic. My band played that. That was pretty cool. And then there's another open mic where you just write your name on the list and play. And it was all hip hop artists, and the drummer and I from my band were supporting hip hop artists, and fuck, bro, it was amazing.
And did they dig it? The hip hop guys?
It was cool. Some of them used their own tracks, which I wasn't hurt by.
You sure?
And other ones we just kind of freeformed and improvised, and man, it was, dude.
That's awesome,
bro.
And this is at the
dive bar in Santa Rosa. Yeah, so it was great. Loved it. I almost nobody there. I didn't care. As a musical experience, it was superlative.
That's dope. I'll have to check it out because I want to check out that place. And what is it, Redwood Underground? Is that
Redwood Underground was pretty dope too. Yeah.
My sister says that they got a lot of, there's like some super DJs that are involved with that.
Some DJs, they have emo bands, metal bands, they have all kinds of stuff.
Actually involved with the space.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I know the guy that does the sound is a DJ. That's DJ Chipmunk, I think, if I'm saying his name right.
Jesus.
I know, right? Yeah. And then you and I are on Saturday going to see the Sleaford Mods.
That's going to be dope. I don't even know who the people are that are opening for them, but I think it's
do you remember the name of the band or no?
No.
Okay. Yeah, and I told Josh it's a bummer we're going to go to see Sleaford Mods because my favorite all-shark punk band is playing this weekend in Santa Rosa, the Shark in the Water.
What time are they playing?
Oh, it's not going to work.
No,
I'm sure it's not going to work.
No way.
Well, maybe we'll take a look because I would love for you to see those guys.
I want to see them. They look pretty funny.
Okay, before we don't really have much news. We've been off for like 3 weeks. Josh was overwhelmed by the sheer volume of news.
So much fucking bullshit going on in the past 3 weeks. I mean, just so fucking much.
But we, of course, have a little time for this motherfucker.
This motherfucker. This motherfucker. This motherfucker. This motherfucker. This motherfucker, this motherfucker, this motherfucker, this motherfucker, this motherfucker.
All right, I know I probably brought this up a couple weeks ago, but it has to be revisited. The headline being Trump responds to top FEMA official claiming he was once teleported to a Waffle House. So I hate to read an article to you, but I have to read some of this.
It's so insane.
It's beyond insane.
It's so insane.
So the guy that claims he was once teleported to a Waffle House also claims to have spoken to Satan and that the spirit of a dead girlfriend once saved him from a car crash. Additionally, he once passed out inside a Lowe's in Indianapolis when he woke up, he was in a McDonald's parking lot across the street with a Big Mac in his lap and 15,000 steps recorded in his health app. This guy might be a sleepwalker.
I think it's more than just that.
Well, he's insane. Anyways, I'm sorry. If you think you're talking to God or God's talking to you, you're fucking crazy.
Yeah, you're insane.
You can believe in God all you want. I don't judge that. You're not talking to God, and God's not talking to... Well, how can I put this? God is definitely not talking to you.
But there's a line, I think it might be from the Satanic Verses, and the person was like, God speaks to me through popular music.
Nice.
right? And that,
Yeah.
like, okay, fine. I
Okay.
can get behind that.
Well, like,
But
if
not-
God's a thing,
Not a voice in your fucking head.
no. But like, if God exists, then the idea that they would be represented in art, okay, sure.
I can go with that.
What the fuck? I got to tell you more about this guy.
Okay, sorry. Derail.
Michael Kratsios, the science advisor to President Donald Trump, claimed last year that the United States can manipulate time and space. No, they most certainly cannot.
It's just so unserious,
It gets
dude.
worse,
like,
dude.
what the fuck? Wait, this is the same fucking dude?
That's
No.
his science advisor.
Oh, God. So you're talking the administration right
Yes.
now. Okay.
Teleporting is no fun. It's no fun because you really don't know what you're doing. You don't really understand it. It's scary, but it's so real. No, it's not. And you know it's happening, but you can't do anything about it. Okay. It gets worse.
So wait. Before we move
Yeah.
on, have you ever seen the English show called Misfits?
I've heard about it. That's a classic one, right?
Well, it's from 2009.
I've definitely heard of it, yes.
And basically, it's all these guys that are doing like community service because they got
I
busted
did
for
see
something.
about 6 episodes of that. That was pretty good.
And one of the people has a teleportation power, and it's something that it functions exactly like what they said. So they
Like they have no
watch
control over
that. They have they really like in the beginning they have no way to control where they go or what's going on or when it happens. So it sounds to me like motherfucker fucking watched that show and like adopted that shit.
Bro. Okay, so it gets better.
Oh,
I'm going to end with this. Trump was told about this, and he goes, what does teleport mean? Was he kidding? Let's go back to the first question. That's an honest question. What does teleport mean? Said the President of the United States. That wasn't insincere, right? He meant,
No,
what does teleport mean?
He has no idea what it means.
He doesn't know what that
doesn't
word
know
means.
the word.
I mean, little third graders know what teleport means.
Teleport.
When he was told that Phillips was not kidding, Trump replied, I don't know anything about teleporting. It just sounds a little strange, but I know nothing about teleporting or him. But I'll find out about it right now. Yeah, you do that, Mr. Trump. Go find out about teleporting. Since our government can control time and space, you do that.
What the fuck, dude? He's rotting right now.
This guy's our
know that,
president.
right? You know he's rotting right now.
Bro. Oh, I had to bring this up too. One of the wonderful artists, I saw many artists the other night at the hip hop thing. It was a lady, and she said, the world's fucked up, and it would be a lot better if it was run by women. And all I could think was, which women? The three female bosses I've had were the best bosses I've ever had in my life. I did have a fourth female boss that was the worst boss I've ever had in my life. And I know people that have suffered under the yoke of cruel, abusive women who disagree with this.
Oh yeah, no. I think in spite of everything, you're not a better person because you're a woman.
I mean, do I think women are born with more empathy?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Sure, but that's
I do.
Having empathy is not necessarily a good thing if you're using empathy for evil, right? You're getting somebody to be empathic with you just to manipulate them. But that's not saying that women do that. But I am saying that it doesn't really matter what sex you are, sex gender you are. Everybody can be a fucking asshole.
We know that men have fucked this world up.
Yeah.
That is a true
Absolutely.
statement. But Marjorie Taylor Greene's a woman. Lauren
Boebert
Boebert is a woman.
Lauren Handjob Boebert.
And I remember when McCain ran with that idiot as a vice president.
Fuck, what's her name?
Palin.
Palin, yeah.
So when he ran with Sarah Palin, it was, McCain was a pretty respected politician at the time, and it was seen as an attempt, kind of like to win the polls and to get people more, basically a flashy move, right?
To move lefty independence over there because she's a woman.
And I'm sorry I can't quote the lady because she said a great line. She said, "Not any set of tits will do."
Right.
Which, yes, great. You got a woman. This woman's a moron.
This one is just yes.
Bro. All right, so that's teleporting. I don't know if it's real, but I'm going to look into it, Josh.
Thanks for that.
Do you have no notes on news, right?
I have nothing this time. I apologize.
It doesn't matter.
I just wasn't feeling it.
Both of our listeners will be okay.
I was feeling shitty and trying to keep track of that fucking fire hose of bullshit. It was just insane.
Yeah.
All the court decisions that have come down, all the fucking Just all the insanity.
But you did give me some homework, and the homework was to watch Mad God. So, Mad God. Tell me about Mad God.
Well, first, what did you think?
Okay, did you enjoy watching that movie?
Yeah, I did.
You enjoyed it.
I truly think it's
Okay.
an amazing work of art.
It is an accomplishment.
And it is disturbing and dark as fuck. Like, it's completely fucking hopeless. But
it's cynical. I don't mean cynical like it. I mean it's very, very dark.
and it's so it's basic information on it. It took 30 years to make.
Phil Tippett.
Phil Tippett, who was the practical effects guy for
Every good movie.
Dude,
if you look up Phil Tippett,
everything.
his resume is insane.
It's insane.
Star Wars, countless. There was like a dozen movies that we've all seen that are incredible.
And he actually he was like the boss at ILM for practical effects, and he made the switch from doing practical to digital when he started working on Jurassic Park, which
Right.
is he had to stop making this at that point because he started it in 1987.
Right.
Got like a little bit done, then started Jurassic Park, had to set it aside for a little while, and then it got released in 2021 is when it was finally
Right.
finished. I think there was a bunch of Kickstarters that kind of got it over the finish line.
Yeah.
But so that's a total of 34 years. So he took 4 years off for Jurassic Park.
Right.
But the rest of the time he was working on that in his basement, and he'd bring in
Pretty
those
incredible.
students.
And this is the guy that made RoboCop. He made some of the most famous, let's say special effects we've ever seen.
He did the chess scene in Star Wars.
That's cool.
Right? He did that.
I forgot. I didn't realize that was his.
Yeah, that was his.
That's an iconic thing.
And he threw some Easter eggs into Mad God. He threw in Robbie the Robot, and he also threw in RoboCop in the background detritus. So I mean, it's a thing. There was. I guess we could go into kind of his interview because I'll just
you
say
saw a long interview with Tippett?
Well, it wasn't a long interview, but the Joe Bob Briggs at the drive-in, last drive-in, he showed Mad God and had Phil Tippett on for an interview during the middle of it.
Yeah, tell me all about it.
It was great. He's like just some old codger, man.
Sure.
Totally squirrely about what the movie means. Totally fucking squirrely.
He was purposely cryptic about the intent
everything.
of the movie.
So Joe Bob be all, so what was the assassin about? What's he doing? He's all, is it a he? Might be a she. I don't know.
KG, I don't mind it.
And he's like, yeah, the whole thing. Was it a person? Was there anybody actually in there? Is the god a woman or a man? It's like he was like, I'm giving you fucking nothing, and you're gonna like it.
David Lynch famously cryptic about the intent of his movies as well.
And there's definitely some Lynchian feel to some of this.
Yeah, but I like that an artist doesn't say anything about their work.
Yeah, no, I think them not interpreting it for you is not selling it short, because once the art is out there, it's out there for you to interpret.
Right.
And I think people explaining it is kind of pedantic, and
I don't mind hearing, like, if you told me what you thought it meant, that would be fine. As far as the artist goes, I'm fine not knowing what they meant.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
The artist explaining it is kind of dumbing it down and caging it,
And that's the cool thing about art is the artist's explanation isn't more valid than your experience perceiving the art.
Right.
Meaning of course they'll have an explanation if they want to.
Which is why I feel like postmodern interpretation of movies and art and things like that is a valid way to interpret it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't mind art affecting people in different ways.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. So it was fully inspired by Hieronymus Bosch.
You can tell.
Yeah, fucking
very disturbing.
A.
Yeah.
And the other thing about it is that it's very inspired by Joseph Campbell's Hero's Journey, and
Okay.
you can see that except Except, the hero dies right in the fucking middle. Well, like 20
Yeah.
minutes into the movie, I think. The first
I think you
assassin
mean
dies.
is eviscerated in front of our eyes.
Oh, dude.
Bro.
Well, and not even just eviscerate. He refers to that scene as the rape.
Right.
That's how he refers to that scene. And when they So I guess we'll get into the interpretation, but he let's see, I'm trying to get back here. Alex Cox was the only real actor in there.
That was I don't know if he's a scientist.
The Last Man.
Yeah.
That was his name.
Right.
Is the Last Man with the long fingernails and toenails and shit like that. Do you know who Alex Cox is?
How do you spell his last name?
Cox.
I don't think so.
He directed Repo Man.
Get out of here.
He's his buddy, and he fucking got him to do it.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's so fucking
Repo Man,
cool.
Famously the greatest punk rock movie
Best
ever
punk rock
made.
movie ever, dude. Yeah.
One of my favorite movies.
And I think Emilio Estevez's finest hour. Although he was doing,
yeah.
he did Maximum Overdrive at the same time.
Maximum Overdrive, actually one of the great comedies ever made.
Oh yeah, I love that movie.
Sorry, I got a little cough.
But he also directed Sid and Nancy, Mars Attacks.
Oh,
And Mars Attacks.
that's Alex Cox?
Yeah, Phil Tippett did some of the practical effects for that. And actually, I think that what happened is they got together. I was wrong. They got together, wrote Mars Attacks. They were going to direct it, and so it would have been really fucking dark. And then they gave it to what's his name? Nightmare Before Christmas. What's his name?
Yeah, Tim Burton.
Tim Burton.
Yeah.
He ended up being the director for it. But Phil and Alex Cox, they actually wrote it and started it.
That's cool. I didn't know the guy that wrote or that directed Repo Man made Mars Attacks. Mars Attacks was actually a pretty huge hit from what I recall.
Oh, I love that movie. I
Yeah.
think it's great. And I can see why. I can see how the movie they would have done would have been much different.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Oh, yes. And, so he would have people come in, and he'd have professionals come in to help him out doing this movie. There's the scene of the assassin riding the motorcycle through those just piles of bodies and shit.
Yeah.
It's 4 seconds long. It took 4 years to make that scene.
What?
And it was because, people be working on different things, and he'd kind of throw inexperienced people on that, and they just do their thing, and
That's crazy.
So amazing. Yeah. And so the first assassin's death actually in the whole hero's journey was kind of where they were reborn again. Yeah, that fucking evisceration. We'll totally get
That was
into
hard
that.
to watch.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Yeah.
Making this movie actually put Phil in the crazy house for a while.
Am I surprised? Not in the least.
Well, what he
Because I
found
thought
out-
a very disturbed individual made this movie.
Oh, yeah.
I don't mean a bad person, but there is some nightmarish shit. in
nightmare shit, and almost all of the things were dreamt, and he would write them down.
Wow.
And put them into action. So he came up with like a basic idea of this
Okay.
through his own dreams.
So maybe I'm glad I forget my dreams most of the time.
Yeah,
So if
well,
they're like this.
fuck, if they're like that, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. So at some point, his friends are like, "Dude, what's fucking going on, man? You're not looking so good." He's
Yeah.
all disheveled and looking homeless. And at some point, he was like, "Oh, I'm bipolar." But then he actually went in and got diagnosed as unipolar.
What's
So
that?
Purely manic.
Oh,
So
shit.
he'd just get on a manic kick and just fucking
So
go.
that would help his work.
It would.
If you're obsessive and you want to work a lot of hours, manic
That's
is probably the way to do
That's
it.
going to do it. And it's going to, the sleep deprivation, the kind
Yeah.
of craziness that comes with all that.
The
It's
OCD,
gonna-
obsessive.
It's
yeah.
Jesus Christ. I couldn't even imagine.
No kidding.
So I guess he was, the only reason it ended, because he was never going to end making it. But Shudder bought it and they gave him a deadline. And that was the only reason that they had a fucking ending to it.
Well, that's cool. I mean, that's cool that is good to know, because if he died making that, that's not as satisfying as here's my life's work all finished.
Yeah, here it is.
So that's good that he got to finish it. He's still alive, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And apparently his friends saw it and they're all, well, Phil, this movie isn't for everyone.
That is an understatement.
Fuck.
I would have enjoyed this. So I would have enjoyed this more super high on the right drug and with some friends. As it was, I was completely sober watching it alone, and it was very disturbing. And as soon as you told me it took 30 years to make, I'm like, how long did it take for that one animal to blow shit all over the other animal? Was that 10 days? It was like that. It was excruciating to watch.
There's so many fucking scenes where you're like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, that was something else.
So he got his start doing ads in like the 60s.
I thought you were going to say the California Raisins, but that's the wrong timeline.
Almost.
Yeah.
Pillsbury Doughboy.
Wow.
Jolly Green Giant.
That's cool.
And he worked with, he met Tex Avery when he was doing the Pillsbury Doughboy. And so he got tips on animating and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Tex Avery famously made the Bugs Bunny cartoons.
Bugs Bunny and, other
Looney
Looney Tunes.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. And then I forgot to write down the name of the person. Oh, wait. No, I have the score. The composer is Dan Wool.
Who I don't know, but the score is pretty impressive.
It's amazing, and Dan's score influenced the movie.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so they worked together to.
So he would write things, and Tippett would
together.
have ideas.
Yeah, they'd have
cool.
ideas and kind of bounce off of each other, which I thought was really cool.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's all I got on the interview and that stuff. Yeah.
So when did you first see the movie?
Well, it came out, I think.
Is it 2021? 2022?
I think he finished in 21 and it came out in 22 or 23.
Okay. And that would have been a Shudder?
And I think that I saw it first time last year. And I've seen it like 4 times at this point. I think it's just such an amazing movie. It's just groundbreaking in all kinds of different levels.
I did not enjoy watching this, but there is no doubt this is art. This is an achievement unlike any I've ever seen.
Yeah.
There's nothing that compares to it.
Oh, I do want to say, Phil has an antidote to this movie in the can. So he's
making something. You mean lighthearted, or
I don't know if it's lighthearted, but it's something that gives you, because this is fucking hopeless. But I think that the one that he's working on is a hopeful antidote to this movie.
Oh, well, that would be cool.
He didn't give anything away because he's a slippery motherfucker, but it definitely he's got. I can't wait.
His work is impressive.
Yeah, so amazing.
It'd be interesting to see what he would see as a foil to this.
So when they're fucking digging all the fucking jewelry and gold and all this shit out of the assassin after they've killed him, before they get to the weird fucking Eraserhead baby that's fucking in there crying.
Yeah.
I had this kind of like there's so much World War I and World War II iconography in this movie. Like it really,
the gas masks,
the gas masks, the metal helmet,
yep.
Just the bags, the gloves.
I mean, Tippett would have been a child of World War II, or essentially, right? Probably born in the 40s.
He was a boomer. Yeah. He totally would have come of age.
Totally.
His parents would have been dealing with World War II, World War I.
Right.
So I feel like so much of this has reference to that kind of scene. And I was like, if you notice, when they cut to the last man and he's up in the city in the clouds sending down the assassins, he starts out and he's got a face mask on that is essentially, it's patterned after the terrorists' head wraps.
Oh, is it?
And he takes it off, and underneath it, he's wearing a yarmulke.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't remember that.
So I think that there's tons of little things like that, and
he's got a little kind of a political thing in there without being overt about it.
Tons.
Wow.
Because I feel like the pulling the gold and the jewels out before they get to the fucking Eraserhead baby.
Yeah.
I think that was kind of an implying Jewish stereotypes.
I mean, you mean it was anti-Semitic, or it was meant to evoke anti-Semitism?
It was meant to evoke it. It was not anti-Semitic.
No, I didn't think so.
No, not at all. But it was meant to evoke the idea of the money grubber, the money changer, the fucking all that stuff that goes.
So a reference to that stereotype.
And the doctors had on your classic like 1930s, 1940s German doctor outfits on.
Yeah. So
I thought that
some
that was
Nazism as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there was tons of references to that
Right.
kind of stuff.
There was a lot of beautiful images. I think Tippett has to be aware of Geiger or interested in Geiger's art.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
So much disturbing.
And there's tons of Jungian references. There's Freudian stuff in there. I mean, this guy goes all in on it.
I think my favorite visual might have been that creature that was transporting the baby around near the end. That kind of like floating, like witch.
You know what that reminded me of?
What?
Is one of the floating gods from
Is it Miyazaki?
Studio Ghibli. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what it made me think of.
That's what it made me think of.
I'm glad you said that because I couldn't remember the reference.
Yeah.
But that was really cool looking.
And I don't know if that was a direct
I don't know.
reference or what, but that totally had that vibe.
Guarantees Tippett is into Miyazaki.
Oh yeah,
he would have
for
to
sure.
be. Yeah.
Now the opening sequence, right? The opening sequence of the Tower of Babel and angering God.
Right.
Did you read the opening scroll?
I'm sure I did. I don't remember. I watched this 3 weeks ago, unfortunately. So
sorry about that.
Yeah, no, you're good. What was the opening scroll?
Dude, okay. I have it written down because it's just so fucking brutal, right? If you disobey me and remain hostile to me, I will act against you in wrathful hostility. I, for my part, will discipline you sevenfold for your sins. There's so much. You shall eat the flesh of your sons and the flesh of your daughters.
Damn.
I will destroy your cult places and cut down your incense stands, and I will heap your carcasses upon your lifeless idols.
Wow.
I will spurn you. I will lay your cities in ruin, make your sanctuaries desolate, and I will not savor your pleasing odors. I will make the land desolate so that your enemies who settle it shall be appalled by it. It's like, what the fuck?
Damn.
And you I will scatter among the nations, and I will unsheathe the sword against you. Your land shall become a desolation, and your cities a ruin. Leviticus.
Wait, that's exactly word for word from Leviticus?
That is what was scrolled down in the beginning.
So actually, I was just about to say to you, that sounds like the Old Testament God.
Fucking A. That's the old God, right?
Yes.
That's the God of the Pentateuch.
Right.
Yeah,
That
before the
is
New
crazy.
Agreement, the New Testament. Yeah, so that whole thing is just so amazing when they drop the diving bell down in the beginning and they're going past the fossils and the skulls and the aliens and then all the fucking detritus and then getting down and he lands and there's this fucking row of people that are getting electrocuted and then shitting into a funnel, and I think that's where the little automatons are made.
I guess so, yeah.
Like they get printed out of it's like so
True.
Fucking insane.
I can
dude.
tell you right now, if you watch this movie on acid, it'd probably ruin
Oh
your
no,
life.
don't do
Probably
that.
your life would be over.
I don't
Like,
encourage that for
no,
anybody.
If you're going to watch this, it is amazing, but don't watch it in
Don't
the
do
wrong
that. I mean,
headspace.
this is the kind of you put somebody on acid and put the fucking Clockwork Orange eye holders on and fucking just
you want to ruin their
them.
brain forever. That's kind of how I feel about Hereditary.
Yeah, that's
I didn't
a rough
watch on
one,
an
dude.
acid, but I regretted watching it at the end. So,
Not a chance.
Yeah.
Just the utter destruction and corruption of the land is just so impressive. I mean,
is incredible.
you can't say it's good, but it's so fucking impressive. It's just pure fucking horror.
Again, a unsurpassed, never equaled feat this movie is.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. And just some notes that I was like looking at. I was like, I feel like the world is aging out a lot of the references that are coming up here.
Oh, yeah.
remember-
So in other words, people my son's age wouldn't necessarily get a lot of these references.
They wouldn't get the
per se.
references. They'd get the feeling, but they wouldn't get the references. I remember
Yeah.
when I was a kid, my mom always, she would show me comedy, like Mae West,
Right.
W.C. Fields,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And at some point I was watching him, and I liked it because my mom showed it to me.
Yeah.
But I realized that we're the last generation that has any reference point for those people, unless you're really into comedy and you're doing research.
I feel like
that.
Stooges might be timeless because it's mostly just physical humor.
Maybe.
But I don't mean guaranteed to be timeless, but Right. There are things, there are vestiges, like you said, of this older entertainment that just are not going to connect with people at all.
Yeah, and I feel like
the way that silent movies don't really connect with me.
Right.
I know, I understand they're important. I just don't want to care about it.
They're just not. That doesn't do it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole idea of constructing beings just to destroy them.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much
super metal.
So it's construction for the sake of destruction. Like, what a fucking concept.
Yeah, it
like
really
that's
is.
just so brutal. It's just so fucking like that's insane. It's a mad god that does something like that. It's absolutely dark and insane.
None of my metalhead friends have ever talked about this movie. I don't even think I knew about it until you mentioned it, but this movie's super metal.
Yeah, this is
and I would imagine
metal,
there's
dude.
a lot of metal bands that have watched this movie.
See, I think that doing a soundtrack, like a metal soundtrack for this, would be like
fit
epic.
Yeah,
you could do something
Cannibal Corpse or
epic.
something. Bomb Death.
No vocals, just pure fucking just. Oh my god!
And then Nick Cage could dance to it, like he did in Wild at Heart.
Fuck. And then one of the things that I notice is that like the way that the beings die is kind of based on how aware they are. You know what I mean? So like the automatons just unceremoniously just fucking killed, big flying blocks, just chop them in half.
Sure.
Shit falls on them. There's no thought to it.
There's no irony.
But once a being becomes more aware, they are either killed with like increasing attention paid to their suffering. So like what? So it's like killing for killing's sake, and then killing for torture's sake, or it's like it's just an escalation of how insane this fucking god is.
So the suffering, the quality of the suffering changes depending on
how much you can suffer.
Wow,
right? I mean, that's some fucked up shit.
That's sounds like Jung or Dostoevsky to me. Like there's something very like philosophical about that premise.
Yeah, I mean that's dark as shit.
Yeah,
that's some really fucking dark shit. And then there's that. Okay, I think that the big scabby bald monster that fucking pooped.
Yeah,
like all over that thing.
Yeah,
and then it stuck its head in there and cleaned it out. And like you're just like an asshole cleaner. Oh my god, dude! There's so much fucking weird shit in there.
Yes,
and the commands, like at that point, I think it was right after that the loudspeaker popped up, and it's just that baby voice
was creepy,
giving commands, and it just reflects the insanity of the god. Oh my god, it's so fucking weird. And then the further it gets, the reason he's fully decked out in all his shit, the further he goes down into the whatever. I mean, I guess it's hell.
Yeah.
But the map falls apart.
Sure.
It's. I thought that was like a nice touch.
Pretty cool. There's hundreds and hundreds of shots from this movie. If you just took a still and put it in a museum, you'd have a giant museum full of art. That was incredible.
Every
so much beauty. I know it's gross and it's violent, but I mean, beautiful
Amazing.
Work in this movie.
Amazing. And like when he's walking in the dark with the light, and just that gives you a sense of just scale and the brutalist kind of setting, like these huge buildings that are just meant to intimidate.
Yeah.
And they're just gigantic. It's just so amazing.
Yeah.
And doing that with fucking models, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just so incredible. And then once he gets past that, he's walking with the light. He gets past that, and he enters the room of the briefcases, and you're like, "Oh, fuck!" Right? This ain't the first fucking rodeo,
right?
And then that thing comes in and grabs him, and then there's the whole vivisection of the assassin.
I fast forward just a little bit.
Did you?
I'm kind of a pussy.
Did you have to?
It's funny. I mean, I watched so many gory splatter fests when I was younger, and I could still watch horror movies now, but I'm a little more chicken shit than I used to be.
Funny.
So
funny. That whole scene with the only time you hear any laughter or applause is when something's getting torn apart. the whole audience sitting there.
It's like I want to call Phil Tippett. Are you okay?
His answer most likely would be all
depends on the day. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and in the room where they do that, they go in there afterwards after they've pulled all the shit out, and it's just the whole room is just covered with fingernail scratches.
Yep.
It's just oh god.
Damn.
And another reference to World War II.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah, the gore is just fucking phenomenal throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, it's
just
unbelievable.
gore and disgust.
This is, I mean, I have seen a lot of extreme horror. I've seen a lot of Italian horror, Japanese horror.
Right.
This is about as extreme as anything I've ever witnessed in a movie.
Yeah, no, I
really
totally
is.
agree. There's nothing like it. There's
No,
just
absolutely
nothing
not.
like it.
And even if you've seen enough horror movies, this is still darker.
Yeah.
This goes way harder than most horror movies.
Yeah, because
ever do.
usually, I mean, if there's a final girl, there's somebody living through it. Even if
or
even
there's
if there's
relief.
something going on,
Like
there's
in a
something,
90-minute movie, there might
Yeah.
be 5 minutes of comic relief, right, or whatever. But no, not in this one.
not here.
He is not interested in your feelings.
And so and then they jump back up. They go back up to the landing pad where they show basically the army of assassins waiting
Yep.
for the fucking world to end for them to actually get down there and be able to do it. And they give the guy a skin map so it won't fall apart this time, which I thought was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was great.
And I couldn't tell. I don't think they got the skin from the previous assassin, so I don't know where that skin map came from.
I don't know.
I was wondering about that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just going over the notes
Yeah.
here. The bird-headed skeleton ladies jerking off the fucking Minotaur.
Bro. Man, if this guy had a dream like that, oh my Lord. Just say that sentence one more time. The bird-faced what?
The bird-faced skeleton ladies jerking off the Minotaur.
Just so you know, that's not Josh's sexual fantasy. It's from this movie. It's got nothing to do with Josh.
Yeah, don't clip that.
Yeah, don't. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they're driving the thing. It looks like a Volkswagen
Yeah.
thing. They're driving that through the nuclear apocalypse fucking nightmare, and it looks like there's just all blast shadows everywhere,
Yeah.
and then mountains of fucking suitcases again. Yeah. Like just they keep trying and
Right.
just keep failing because
Yeah.
they're expecting them.
A doomed plan to begin with.
And so, the old god that carried the baby thing,
Mm-hmm.
I also got some fucking Lovecraft off of that too.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, Lovecraft
Very much so.
and Studio Ghibli.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is steampunk Lovecraftian brutalist god floating through the hall of gods. All is suffering and servitude of the mad god. I mean,
Nicely said.
that's like, oh man, it's
Nicely
just so
said.
much.
That floating thing was incredible.
Very cool.
There was a lot of cool things to look at. That was definitely my favorite. Like,
Yeah.
just in awe of how they did that.
Yeah, that was very cool. And then they go. There's the two shit shovelers with the metal things
Yeah.
on their heads, and they're battling each other.
Uh-huh.
I do feel like that there was some anti-capitalist kind of
I'm sure
things
of it.
in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where the little I don't know, little guy with all the lumps in
Yeah.
his face that ended up electrocuting him.
Yeah.
And just
You could argue a lot of this is reference to the failures of capitalism. I mean, there's a lot of, I don't mean to put a socialist bent on everything.
No, but there's definitely capitalist commentary
Yes.
in here, as well as commentary on man's inhumanity to man, and
Definitely.
World War I, World War II. Yeah, I totally like all that stuff is layered in
Yeah.
there. That's why I keep watching it. I mean, it is fucking hard to watch, but once I get into it, I'm
Right.
like, fuck, this is so good and so layered and so deep. Then there was that weird happiness fish tank, right?
I'm trying to remember the happiness fish tank.
Yeah. It's kind of, it's getting towards the end.
Yeah.
It all of a sudden it got really super bright and Technicolor,
Right. Yes, of course.
right? And it was like almost happy.
Right. That is almost at the very end.
Yeah, that's really close. Because right after that, they end up going into the the waffle iron, juicing the baby, and alchemizing it into an ingot, and then grinding that ingot into pixie dust and throwing it into the glory hole to destroy the universe and the God. Right? That's, oh my God. It's
What
just
are the
so
odds
fucking
that
insane.
any of our listeners are going to go watch this movie just based on that description?
Probably pretty slim, but fucking Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That is a mellifluous way to put that.
And then,
Lovely.
so my end statement on this whole thing is that the God sent the assassin because the God knew it was mad.
The God knew the mission would never work, you mean?
No,
Or-
he hoped that it would work.
Oh, okay.
And so he created this group of assassins with the last man
To do an impossible task?
to eventually take him out.
Oh, okay.
With
The end result being his inevitable annihilation.
End result is that he is going to be
Okay.
killed.
I like that. Yeah, I mean, that absolutely makes sense.
Yeah.
Bro.
So that's the mad God.
Bro. That movie went hard.
Yeah, that's a fucking.
Gotta say.
That's a brutal one.
Did you hear my suggestion for next week's show?
I did. Yeah.
So it didn't occur to me when you came up with this format that I could force you to watch the shit I've been stalking you about for the last several years. So the good news is, so next week I'm going to make Josh watch Tom Hardy's Taboo. Now I have the Blu-ray. You can borrow it if you want.
Oh, good.
I'm only making you watch episode 1, and you should watch it with your wife. And the reason I'm giving you only one episode is I think you're going to finish it because I think you're going to like it.
How many episodes?
There's like 8.
Okay.
But it's a masterpiece. Again, I tell people who like Tom Hardy who haven't seen your favorite Tom Hardy thing yet.
Okay.
Because it'll be this. Produced by Ridley Scott. Written by Stephen Knight, who wrote Peaky Blinders and created Peaky Blinders.
Oh, okay. All right.
Again, you only have to watch episode 1. And if you don't like it, we can talk about that. I think you will, and I think Rob will like it too.
Sure. Okay.
It is a bit gruesome at times, but it's an epic story. So I think that'll really grab Rob.
Okay.
I think she'll like it. So
I'll have to see. She's leaving. She's going out of town this weekend again,
Totally.
so I don't know if she'll be able to do it.
at any rate,
I definitely. I'll watch.
I'm not. Trust me, I'm not. I gave you TV Funhouse a couple of weeks ago. This is 1,000 times better than TV Funhouse. This is not some weird fucking kitschy thing. This is an epic. This TV show is better than most movies, and I say that with all sincerity.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I do feel like there was a point there where the best things on screen were on television.
Yeah, and obviously TV kind of sucks right now, but in general, though, prestige now is in TV.
Yeah.
Very few movies have the prestige that some of these TV shows have.
And then, you get so much time to explore the subject. You're not linked.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm so sick of fucking 2.5 hour movies.
Now when I watch a movie, it's 90 minutes or
I want it to be
100,
less than 2 hours.
yeah, and I'm like excited when a movie's only 90 minutes.
Dude, 90 minute comedy, dude. That's a lost art form right now.
It really is.
I think the last ones were like the Judd Apatow movies from the early 2000s.
And some of those go long, but they're pretty good. There's some good improv in there.
Yeah, I mean all the Will Ferrell fucking
Yeah, the Anchorman, 90 minutes. I'm sure of it.
all the Zoolander.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean
Talladega Nights.
Talladega Nights, dude.
Excellent
I love
movie.
that fucking movie.
Yeah, so good. John C. Reilly, man, just
He's so good
So
in everything
funny.
he does. I mean, it's just so funny. I saw him get interviewed on the street one time. So
Oh, yeah?
I ran into him. And
Oh,
asked
cool.
him questions.
nice. You did ask him questions?
Yeah, I didn't. No, it was
okay.
it was just somebody. He's such a fucking like a mensch.
He seems
He's
like
just
it.
such a nice guy.
He's one of the guys that if I found out he was a bad person, I'd feel bummed.
That would be a bummer.
There's people I either don't know at all, or I have no clue, or I don't care. I would care about.
It would be a bummer. Jeremy Piven, you know what you're getting. You know what you're getting.
Haven't heard great things.
you know what you get. You totally
Yeah.
know what you're getting. Will Ferrell, probably not the greatest guy.
I don't know.
Hilarious
I have
on
no
fucking
idea.
screen. But John C. Reilly,
I hope he's a nice dude.
I hope he's a nice guy.
Yeah, he seems like a decent chap. So I do have some quotes
Okay.
before we go. So you're gonna get stuck watching Taboo. I think you'll like it. Don't dread it. It's fucking.
No,
great.
I am looking forward to it.
And it's free if you want to watch it on my Blu-ray.
Yeah, if I can do that.
So,
Because it's what is it? What is it on?
Oh, it would be probably Hulu,
Okay.
perhaps
We just got
Amazon.
Hulu. Okay.
Oh, it might be Hulu, probably Amazon, but we'll figure it out.
I'll grab the Blu-ray if that's good.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Here's the quotes. Jean Cocteau, famous filmmaker from France, one of the inventors of the French New Wave.
Cocteau twins.
Did they name that after John? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Being hated by idiots is the price you pay for not being one of them. Pretty good. This next one, this is Louis C.K., and I say that first because of what he said here. When a person tells you that you hurt them, you don't get to decide that you didn't.
So was that statement after?
I'm guessing not. I'm guessing before. Because he was pretty cavalier about what he did, and he doesn't seem that recalcitrant about it. We talked about this. He didn't actually physically assault anybody, but not great what he did.
Power dynamic.
And he has 2 daughters.
Yeah.
So what if a guy did that to your daughters? How would you feel about that? Anyway, that's bizarre, knowing what happens with Louis C.K. Stephen Colbert. This is excellent. Arkansas, come for the meth and stay because you traded your car for meth. Excellent.
What now? Who was it? I'm trying to think of what I think we talked about I think it was Kristi Noem, so Oklahoma or I don't know, someplace like that, and their anti-meth ad. I might have to look this one up.
Oh no, we did talk about this.
We did talk about this.
There was a bizarre anti-meth campaign, I believe, that had a really weird slogan or something like that.
Yeah, it was a
I'm
slogan.
trying to fill the time while you look it up.
Yeah, it was.
It had to do with Kristi Noem.
I think it was one of the
It was one of the big meth
cabinet
states.
members.
It might have been Mississippi or... Did you already find it?
No, it's taken forever. My phone's slow.
I'll fill the time.
Let's see. I
Don't
don't
you
want
want to hear us look up Google things?
I don't want to spend time on it.
Yeah, that's all right.
We'll bring it up next time. We'll get the reference.
I have one more.
Okay.
Henri Poincaré. Henri Poincaré was a French mathematician and theoretical physicist. This is excellent. To doubt everything or believe everything are 2 equally convenient solutions. Both dispense with the necessity of reflection. Damn, bro.
Yes, sir.
I want that on my gravestone. Question everything you know.
Yeah.
All the time.
All the time.
So, should we toast to bad dads?
And everything they taught us.
See you next week.
All right, man.
You have been listening to The Trivial Man. If you'd like to get a hold of us, you can either call us at 415-484-8841 or send us an email at thetriviumpod@gmail.com.